And action! Hey you, welcome to my channel. This is Cammielle and I am updating you on the lack of progress with my underarms. This is 3 weeks ago, maybe 4. I didn't really count. Of it, just a normal wash day, clean the area, not necessarily put any deodorant on yet because I like to put lotion after sometimes. But I know it is overdue with plucking, so decided to try it out again. Got my little tweezers, small and durable, and just checking it out. I was a little bit dry in that area, so I put some moisturizer on that section that's a bit ashy, and then smooth the area, seeing where I should approach, start from inner or outer or the middle. Just always pluck from the root area, nothing above, because there's always a chance of it breaking, and then you have to pluck the same strand again. So always close to the skin, which ultimately means that occasionally you will be pinching your own skin as well. So hopefully, if people do pluck, they're okay with pinching yourself with your tweezers. Now, I tend to pluck as fast as I can so that I get through it quicker, because there's a lot of hair for me. And of course, there's the negative part of plucking so fast that you tend to see the hairs that you already plucked in view of the hairs you're about to pluck. So the next thing you know, you're not plucking the actual hair you're aiming for, you're plucking the hair that you already tweezed. So that's a bit of a downfall when plucking, but going fast and quick and closest to the skin is best and recommended, because you always want to make sure that you're plucking the whole follicle out and nothing else, because I have yet and hopefully will never have ingrown hairs due to not plucking from the root area. But yeah, I wish there was a company, a business that would pluck and not just wax or laser, because those can be expensive or cheap depending on your budget. So yeah, this is me gently, casually plucking. And of course, you tend to always work best on your non-dominant arm than your actual dominant arm, which is my left, because the right side is much more easier to pluck, because all I have to do is raise your hand up and do the plucking. And of course you can always take a break, but that consumes time, and sometimes you don't want to do that. You want to quickly just pluck. But of course there are moments where I feel like, oh, I should just shave it off. But then if I shave it off, there's for sure going to be growth the next day and the itchiness the following day after that, and I just don't like that sensation. So that's why I resort to just plucking or asking someone who I'm comfortable with to also pluck my underarms and go from there, because it's easier that way. Now, there's 2 strategies of how I pluck my left dominant arm. I'll either use my hand and just use my right arm to pull the skin taut so that it's easier to find those hairs. But that can get a bit irritating with the arm as well as my neck, trying to see where I'm going. And I thought to give you a little view of how close it is and how long the hair strands are, which I would say is probably close to 1 inch. Maybe slightly longer, but I would make it a solid inch for sure. But I was trying to show you how I plucked, but the skin or part of my arm. Just wanted to block that view for you, which is what happened. Then what I would want. Now, I wish I was ambidextrous, I believe, that I could use my right hand and arm as if it is my dominant arm. But it does take practice to be able to use your non-dominant hand when your dominant hand is being occupied with items you are carrying. Anywho, so I tried my best to pluck, but I got tired and it was late that evening, so I left. And a few days after, I'm showing you what it looks like, a little patchiness right in the corner on both sides, because that's what happens. And so much more to do, and I haven't done anything since then, so there's a tiny bit of some growth in the area. So when I look and I see, I tend to just pluck those off again if I see them, but I still need to finish the plucking. So of course this is part 1. If you feel obligated, please like and subscribe, and as always, please embrace joy.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.